There's about 40-degree swings in temperature right now. That was our view all night, and the path to the campsite's right through there. All right, folks, here we are. Kolob Arch this way. Well, hello there again, folks. It's another episode of Wild Wonderlands. I want to thank you all for joining. Today we are at Zion National Park in the Kolob Canyons Wilderness. We are about to hike from the Lee Pass Trailhead, which is just right back there, down into the, well, across the Verkin Creek, and head out the Kolob Arch before we come back tomorrow. So just want to bring you along for the journey. And today I am lucky enough to have my buddy Paul here, and he is psyched up with his approximately 30-35 pound pack.
Yes.
And mine's about equally as heavy, but there's just some things you can't do without. But anyway, we will probably not be filming too much today because we're getting a late start. Got to get to camp in the next hour or two, but I will try and get some snippets along the way. But anyway, we will see you soon. So I'm personally really happy to be here today. I visited Zion about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and spent the first couple of days that I was here in the main Zion Canyon. Hiked Angel's Landing, did the Narrows, did the Emerald Falls, and the observation outlook, canyon overlook, that's what it was. And just had a little bit of a half day on the way out to stop by Kolob Canyons, and drove through the scenic drive, saw the Lee Pass Trailhead that comes down this way, and like it immediately just called to my heart. And I was like, there's got to be a day that I will come back and actually hike down that. And I was really sad to have to turn around and head out, but had to get back to Las Vegas and fly back home. So anyway, here we are, and hiking this trailhead that's been on my heart since then. I am excited. And we are now entering the Zion Wilderness. Yeah, the views are really beautiful. As you can see, there's still snow up around the canyon rim. It's in between seasons right now, which is one of the reasons that we had to pack so heavy. There's about 40-degree swings in temperature right now, and off and on snow and rain, so we came prepared for every weather condition and every temperature. But luck is with us, and tonight actually is going to end up being clear, even though the forecast as of this morning said chance of rain and snow, and the low is only going to be 36. So we kind of overpacked for nothing, but it's always good to be safe rather than stranded in something you can't deal with. All right, folks, I was just checking in on our time and how far we've come, and we are pretty far behind schedule because we've been taking a lot of time to take pictures and look around and take video. So I think this is going to be the last check-in until we get to camp. I want to get set up comfortably before dark and get cooking because it's going to get cold fast. But if there happens to be something super extraordinary along the way, I will get some shots. Otherwise, I'll get most of this trail on the way back tomorrow. So we'll get an early start and do a good job with that one. So I'll see you at camp. Oh, wonderful. Oh, feet got wet. I was trying to avoid that. I just felt the water go through my socks. Oh well. 'Tis life.
Yeah.
Nice. So if anybody watching has seen my previous videos, you probably picked up on the fact that I love nature and I'm always very fond of the ecosystems and seeing how they change and the variances. So it's really neat as we've descended down into the canyon. Earlier in the video where we started, it was a higher elevation and colder. So a lot of the trees still were minus their leaves. But down here, there's a lot of pine trees, a lot of evergreens. So you wouldn't even know that it's barely just starting spring. So gorgeous. And there's the first campsite, but we are at 5. About a couple more miles to go. So after the handful of stream crossings that I recorded, that we did our best to tiptoe across and avoiding getting wet, the last several, there was no choice but to go in. So, oh well, at least the temperature's not supposed to dip below freezing tonight. I think we're looking at 36 degrees if the forecast holds. And that's okay. But we have to be thankful because up to today, the forecast for today was calling for at first rain and then snow and then 26 degrees, and it was looking pretty ugly. But we got here and it's as beautiful as can be. And I spy a beautiful sight up ahead. Look at that. That is glorious. There's campsite 3. We're almost there. We've got a permit for 5 tonight. This is still backpacking into the wilderness, but you're only allowed to camp in designated spots. So there's a limited number of campsites available and permits issued each day. Oh, how beautiful. So Paul and I just stopped in this beautiful spot to have a quick snack break. The day is quickly leaving us though. But there's always time for waffles and
an
astronaut
ice cream sandwich.
So we have dilly-dallied quite a bit and took some footage and pictures and sightseeing a little bit more. Even though I said a couple hours ago we wouldn't do that. And now we've pushed ourselves to within 1 hour of sunset. But we think we're close. I'm guesstimating by the topo that we're probably a half mile out. The only wild card is how much of the sunlight is going to be cut off by the canyon as the sun goes down, but that's why I have headlamps, right? It should be good.
They're both trails.
Oh goodness.
That looks more paved. I mean, this one looks paved too. But that one, you can clearly see it from the distance.
I feel like this one probably goes right to the creek.
Okay.
Meaning this isn't the right path, but we should take a look at the creek. Nevertheless. Oh, how beautiful. Wow. to camp. All right, guys, we finally found our campsite. It is nestled in this gorgeous amphitheater. How awesome is that? And we've got the river right here. It's gonna be a good night. All right, let's see what we've got back here. This is seriously quite beautiful. Fantastic. There's no fires allowed in the backcountry here, but we've got our propane stoves, plenty of places to sit and hang out, cook our dinner, get the tent set up. So anyway, it's almost dark. We got about 30 minutes until sunset, so let us go ahead and get things set up, and if it's too dark before we are done, we'll check in with you in the morning. All right, so we're almost finished setting up camp. Just wanted to give a quick look before the sun actually goes down. So we've got my Nemo Hornet 2P right here, which is actually a 1P in reality, because you can see I can barely fit my one sleeping bag. But I did just get this new sleeping bag. This is the Nemo Disco 15. I've been using a Salsa 30, and it's been doing really well, but the temperature swings here kind of worried me, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought a warmer bag just to be safe. And Paul's over here setting up his Mountain Smith 2-person tent, using a little bushcrafting skills with the caveman rock there.
Yes.
And as soon as I clear my junk off, this will be where we'll cook dinner for tonight. So just a really, really wonderful campsite. I could not ask for anything more serene. We can hear the river in the background. It'll be nice to go to sleep to. And there's going to be some beautiful views in the morning when we wake up all around. So, all right, so we're just making dinner. He's gonna have What's he having there? Fettuccine Alfredo and chicken. And I've got a chicken fajita bowl over there marinating already. And probably have some beef jerky snacks. But dinner is well earned today. And that right there, that's biscuits and gravy. Freeze-dried or not, I am looking forward to that in the morning. So, anyway, that is it for tonight, folks. It is beautiful. I wish everybody was here. Good night from Kolob Canyons. All right, good morning, guys. This is day 2 at Kolob Canyons in Zion National Park. We are going to leave our camp for a little bit and finish the 3-mile trek to Kolob Arch, and then we'll come back and pack up and head out to the next adventure. But anyway, just a little quick view of the morning. It is beautiful. It was 30 degrees when we woke up, according to the thermometer I have with me, which isn't awful because the original forecast was saying 20s. So anyway, we're gonna hit the road and looking forward to showing you Kolob Arch. Just again, as we walk out, that was our view all night, and the path to the campsite's right through there. And you can actually see the tents slightly through the woods. And we were blessed to hear this beautiful river all night. I slept really well, but the times I did wake up, I could hear it, and it's just so soothing and puts you right back to sleep. This is definitely like a fairy tale location. Beautiful, rugged, wild, peaceful. All right, we're gonna get a move on. We've got a short amount of time today to get there and then 7 miles back out.
The tree to the left is really cool.
The tall one?
The tall, well, the dead looking one.
Oh yeah.
And the evergreen right behind it.
Boop. Off trail.
Really cool.
All right, folks, here we are. Kolob Arch this way. This area is really beautiful. There's a convergence of a couple creeks, and you can definitely tell that it's a riparian environment. It's become very lush. pinyon pines and juniper. I haven't seen much wildlife though. There were a couple geese on the creek a bit back. But other than that, I think a squirrel's about all we've seen since yesterday. But it's still chilly. Well, I know the goal still lies a little further ahead, but this is one of those kind of places I could just sit and stay forever. It reminds me of a small way up the Narrows, just not as narrow. So there we go, our first sighting of Kolob Arch. It's been a fun half mile. I can't believe the amount of rock scramble there was. So I didn't really get much footage for the last few miles, or few minutes I should say. But anyway, there's the trail. Here we go for a closer look. Oh wow, that's steep. Oh goodness. There's a sign back there that says further travel is not recommended. I see why, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Well, I think I'm gonna go for it. We'll see how far I get. It rained the day before yesterday, so all this clay is pretty muddy, and it might be hard to tell, but that's pretty much near straight up ascent. But let's give it a shot. We came all this way. It's actually the descent that's going to be terrible.
The black diamonds.
Oh goodness. Alright, I'm gonna stop filming. Alright, we seem to be past the steep stuff. Paul's making his way up, and there we go. Alright folks, there she is. We didn't go all the way that this side trail looks like it can go. It seems to wind on down and then further down and down and down. So this is probably our best vantage point. And we also need to get back. We were trying to have a turnaround point of 10:30 a.m. and it's already 10. So we're gonna go ahead and turn. But there it is, Kolob Arch. It is beautiful. This has been a peaceful and outstanding hike. Kind of wish I could just
Climb into one of those dens.
Yeah. It would be kind of cool to climb into a den. Be a cliff dweller. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and head back, like I said. And I hate to leave this place, but we've got to go, and I'm starving. So we'll head back to camp, get some quick lunch. I was going to say breakfast, but it's almost lunchtime now. And then hike the 8 miles back out. And then on to the next adventure. I think it'll probably take us the majority of the day to get out of Kolob Canyons, and then we'll probably set up camp in Zion Canyon tonight, and then tomorrow I think we will try to probably do the observation lookout trail. Observation point, that's what it is. So and then I think we will do Angel's Landing the following day. Okay, actually I lied. So as I was climbing back up, Paul called to me and he had spotted a better vantage point. So this is fantastic. Oh my goodness. And there's a small waterfall over here too. It's barely a trickle, so you might not see it. Actually, there's several. Right there to the left of Paul. There's one coming out of that greenery. And then higher up,
Get a panoramic shot here.
All right, folks, so now we are done, and it's biscuits and gravy time. See you soon.